Hello, and welcome to another edition of Between Two Foxes. Today, I'm joined by Dr. Carolyn Matheus, Professor of Information Systems at the School of Computer Science and Mathematics here at Marist. Carolyn was recently awarded the Marist Board of Trustees Distinguished Teaching Award, the very highest honor a faculty member can earn here at Marist. Carolyn, it's great to have you here with me today.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. This is a lot of fun. I appreciate the invitation.
So we all like to imagine that our lives have had many twists and turns, but I think yours goes to the next level. You traveled around a lot with your family as a kid. You were homeschooled. You earned a GED. You moved 25 times before you turned 25. You spent your first 4 years after high school working odd jobs in Alaska before coming to higher education. And then you found Marist. You earned 2 degrees here, a doctorate from the University at Albany. You've now taught here for quite some time. You earned full professor status in just 12 years, the fastest that a faculty member can earn it. I have one question for you. How did this all come about?
My story is pretty wandering. I did move around quite a bit as a child, so I've lived in all corners of America and a lot of places in between. So it's an unusual background for sure, but I think it positioned me very nicely for pursuing a career in higher education. And I was very excited. After high school, I drove to Alaska. That was one of my longer road trips. Lived there for many years, but eventually realized that I maybe had a calling for going back to school, going into higher education, and really just found the college campus and the college environment and the college vibe and just being around people who had a similar passion for learning to be the place where I knew that I was meant to be.
Well, once you found Marist, you were all in on Marist, like I said before. 2 degrees here, a bachelor's and a master's. Your husband, Josh, was a student and a graduate here. His parents both were multiple graduates and taught here for many years. Your son Mason now goes to Marist. Tell us about how Marist has become such an important part of your life.
I think we all just fell in love with, beyond the idea of education, just a real connectivity to the people who are here. Its place in the Hudson Valley, and it wasn't planned out in this way. When our son, started browsing around colleges and universities, he had a variety of places he was looking at as well, but eventually for a number of different reasons found his way into math and science here at Marist. So
it's the family business.
It's the family business, lifelong red foxes for sure.
So Carolyn, you're very involved in leadership roles in artificial intelligence here at Marist. Tell us a little bit about the many different ways that you're helping us determine the best path forward with respect to teaching our students about artificial intelligence and about the challenges and risks and opportunities of that.
I've been involved in the AI space for a long time. AI has been around for many years, but the new space that we found ourselves in Gen AI since 2022 has been very disruptive. So I've been more and more diving into the space of AI literacy, which I think is something that is very relevant to higher education and very necessary for not just people, but college students these days. Really looking to understand where Gen AI is impacting the academic side, from the student experience and what they're learning across their disciplines, to the faculty experience in the classroom as professors, and trying to understand pedagogy and assessment and how we're looking at learning in the face of a new technology that really disrupts a lot of what we do in the classroom traditionally.
Well, we just announced the launch of the AI Academy here at Marist, and you are the director of the Academy. Tell us a little bit about what that is all about.
Yeah, I'm very excited. The AI Academy is one of Marist's initiatives to roll out robust AI literacy education across campus. So we're looking to inform and educate people across campus. This is students, faculty, staff, about what AI is, what Gen AI is, and what they need to be thinking about in terms of their jobs in some cases, their teaching practices, the disciplines, the majors, the jobs that students are going to be going into after they graduate. So it's providing a lot of education and awareness around the space that has transformed the world at this point.
And we take a very interdisciplinary approach here at Marist towards AI. This is not major or school specific. We want every student across all disciplines to be facile in whatever that means in their particular area.
We do. Up until recently, up until a couple years ago, AI was largely a thing that most people would have associated with computer science or data science, maybe mathematicians, but certainly the computing field. And it's now in a very different form. It's in a form that's on everyone's phones in their pockets. It's accessible by people across the world in a way that AI was never accessible. We need to be interdisciplinary in thinking about who it affects, which is everyone. It doesn't matter if you're a history major or a writing major or a journalism major or marketing or computer science. This is really a technology that impacts everybody.
All right, so we talked about a lot of your many passions, but we haven't gotten to the biggest one yet, as I understand it, and that's pickleball.
Pickleball.
Tell me a bit about how you came to love pickleball and why it's so important to you.
Well, I've been into racket sports ever since I was a kid. So I played tennis, I played table tennis, I played racquetball. So pickleball is really just the new variation of that. My students would tell you I talk about pickleball almost as much as I talk about AI in the classroom. And many days when I leave the classroom, I say, I'll see you on the pickleball court. And they know where I'm going after class.
That sounds like fun. I've never played. One of our tennis courts has a pickleball setup on it. How about you show me a thing or two out there?
I would love to. That sounds great. Let's dink.
All right, let's go. All right, so over here on East Campus, we have 8 tennis courts over here. 2 of them we can play pickleball on. So Carolyn, why don't you tell me what the grip is like and how we're going to warm up today?
Okay, so there's a couple different grips, but the one that I use is just called the handshake grip. And then we'll just start with some basic hand-eye coordination. Try to keep it nice and low and controlled.
All right, so I understand now it's time to dink. What is dinking?
To dink or not to dink, that is the question. This is how you start off warming up with pickleball. The area in front of you is a 7-foot span called the kitchen. You have to stay out of the kitchen until the ball bounces in the kitchen. You have to keep your feet behind the line.
I can't step.
Nope, you gotta keep back here. And we're just gonna hit it back and forth.
A little backspin.
Yeah, a little backspin. Oh, we're rallying already.
Is this in the spirit of dinking?
This is in the spirit of dinking. This is how pickleballers warm up. They dink.
Thought there was no running in pickleball.
Oh, well, there's more running with singles, less with doubles. All right. Nice. Ah.
2 bounces, 2 bounces.
Point President. Oh, was it?
I wasn't going to go diving for that one.
No, don't go diving.
My goal is not to fall down during
That's
this
good. Good goal.
shooting, and so far so good.
All right, so you think you're going to switch over from tennis to pickleball?
You know, I haven't really played much tennis in recent years, but this is really fun.
A little easier on the knee.
Don't use that.
Everybody has one. I have one every game.
All right, so predictably, the full court rallies didn't go so well for me. So Carolyn, I would like to challenge you to a winner-take-all dink rally. Are you up for that?
I accept.
All right.
Bring it.
Winner takes all, remember.
All.
All right, that's all the time we have on Between Two Foxes. You know that was real because if it was AI, I would have won. I clearly didn't. Thank you, Carolyn, for being with me today. I really appreciate it.
Go Red Foxes.
All right, until next time on Between Two Foxes.